We're here at Seamless Expo in Dubai. I'm now here with
Mike?
Mike. Nice to meet you, Mike.
Nice to
How are
meet
you
you.
enjoying the conference?
It's my third one.
Fourth,
Third.
third.
Third, yeah. So actually I see it growing.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good anyway. I mean, there is a Jitex, there is a Seamless,
Yeah,
and nothing else on the landscape. I mean, comparing to that here.
this is huge. Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
haven't seen
it's like huge, 75,000 different companies like in one space. Like it's really cool, fintech and food tech and whatever, payments.
Every day, different visitors, so many different people coming through. It's amazing. It's a really good festival actually. Well, say festival, it's conference.
Right. Well, maybe it will be a festival after.
Maybe, yeah. Go some after
Dancing
parties.
one, yeah.
Cool. So so what's your business about? So just introduce your business a little bit and what you do. Yeah, it'd be great.
All right. Let's start from one and simple point. I have a black belt, like a founder.
Okay.
It's my fifth startup.
Oh wow, so you've been you're
So
an expert at this now, the master.
I'm a master. I have a key,. So it's like for me, it's like a long journey from 2012.
Yeah.
I made 3 exits, successful.
Congrats.
One unsuccessful, and a lot of projects was at the starting point, and we throw them out.
Mm.
It's experience where you learn, and you understood when that mostly life of a founder, it's especially tech one, especially IT one, it's 90% you are doing R&Ds
Yeah.
and only 10% of development, because mostly the founders do opposite way when they are not experienced. First of all, they just establishing something,
Yeah.
bringing the idea to their mind, growing it in their mind,
Mm-hmm.
and living with it like it is like everybody needs it.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have a doubt that everybody needs it, and they spend a lot of resources, IT resources and so on, without testing the hypothesis.
Yeah.
They just drop it and think that everything will be okay. But life of a startup, it's pivoting. You just need to go on one side or another all the time, every day. It's like a life circle.
Yeah, of course.
So going back to my story, I'm in the crypto space, like a digital asset space from 2015.
Yeah.
So I had crypto mining at 2015, where was no mining exist at that moment. Then first regulated cryptocurrency exchange in the European Union, Twim.trade. We established it in 2016. So it was like Kraken, it was like 4 players at the market, and we were the 5th one. But so yes, it was a successful exit, but not that kind that I was hoping to.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we had kind of complicated investors from the beginning.
Yeah.
And this is the lesson to learn. Don't put in the business people who doesn't understand your business.
Of course.
It's
Yeah.
like first mistake. So I'm deep inside of this market, and what we are doing now and where we are now, because of the experience that I gathered for all these years. By the way, I have one POS system, one of the biggest in the European Union, so I was a part of it.
Yeah.
And I understand this business deeply well. And the main idea as for today, that in a cryptocurrency, there is no proper regulation.
Okay.
And this is the problem of the market development. Why do governments are trying to develop, to regulate the market?
Yeah.
But there are a lot of scam, a lot of fraud activities, and all this kind of stuff, because the technologies are different. They do not know how to deal with it.
They don't know how many different technologies are behind it either. Yeah.
Right, it's a lot of noise, but no actions.
Yeah.
Whatever sentence you will write, if you don't understand how to deal with the technology, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because people will find thousands of ways how to avoid it. So at the end of the day, why I was telling all this story, we begin at the moment when we were thinking that market needs proper instruments to be able to avoid scammers.
Sure. Yeah. I
So
understand that.
every one of us likes to gain a profit, right? when you gain a profit, you feel yourself like successful human. Yeah, I gain a profit really,
Of
like
course.
2% I made it. Whoa, that's
Can
really
get
cool.
addictive as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like FOMO, you know. So at particular moment, we were thinking that idea of the digital asset, what it is needed there, it's a token. It's a story about the tokens, where you will be able to open yourself like a small search engine. You will put there a token and receive an information about the project.
Yeah.
And by particular risk scoring parameters, you can analyze it. Maybe it will make you a short summary. Is it safe to invest or not?
Yeah.
So we begin from that story. But at a particular moment, it was like R&Ds showed us one simple thing, that we need to invest a lot of money for adoption, a lot of money in tech, and a lot of money on marketing, because it is a B2C market.
Yeah, I mean, would
And-
you say it's more sort of educating people on what the actual...
Right.
Yeah, it's more
Educate,
education,
get them
yeah.
to use that you are providing relevant information, that it is true, and so on and so on. And by the way, it's tech, because it's a lot of blockchains, more than 2,000 different blockchains, a lot of tokens, more than 25,000 only registered one. We are not speaking about small, and so on and so on. You need to gather this. So going back to a story life now. Where we are now, what are we doing? We are resolving the problem of engaging B2B customer and B2G customer
Yeah.
through one compliance solution. What we are speaking about different type of compliance tools that will help the potential customer, like a B2B customer, to be fully compliant in their region, using only one tool.
Okay.
Why do we go to that point? We spend a lot of time speaking with the compliance officers, with the owners of the exchanges, with the different type of operational managers, and from payment institutions. And we gathered a lot of knowledges, a lot. Like 3 and 5 years, we was pivoting, doing something, and so on.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
At the end of the day, what we received there? We received that there is well-known technologies like KYCs.
Okay.
But in the same way, they don't live in the same field with KYT. What is a KYT? KYT, it is a part of the cryptocurrency regulation, that's so-called Know Your Transaction,
Yeah, okay.
where you are using data provider to provide you information about particular transaction. Is it, it shows you money origin, it shows you the source of these funds, and is it worth it to use this transaction or to apply with this customer or not? Because it can have bad trace, right? A lot of providers, like big players, only 5 of them, and a lot of small ones, but no standard. So it means that when you will deposit the funds, like cryptocurrency funds, inside of the exchange, the exchange will make you due diligence.
Yeah.
They will use KYT provider, for example, chain analysis, Elliptic, Crystal, or whatever, to check your transaction. Not to be punished in the future with FATF or different types of entities that will use it against you because you are helping the scammers or terrorism financing or
Which
any
you have
kind
no
of funds.
idea.
You have
don't
no
know-
idea.
don't
You
know,
need
yeah.
to check and provide the report.
Okay.
At the end of the day, there is no standard about this report.
Yeah.
So what you are receiving analytical information. And in the same way, it doesn't live with the same field with your KYC of that particular customer. And the KYC doesn't live in the same direction with the government. So it means that if you are living in one country, let's make a small example. There is near us here, next building after, it is the headquarters of Bybit, and on the second floor it is the headquarters of OKX Group.
Yeah.
If you will pass KYC on OKX in the same jurisdiction with the same regulation, you will be absolutely unknown to Bybit.
Okay.
So if you will make some illegal activity there, Bybit will never know about
I
it.
don't know. Okay.
I mean, it's strange, right?
Yeah, in
And
the
the
same building as
government
well.
will never find anything about it because they don't have an access to the data.
Yeah.
So the regulation can't work with such an entities. They can write a law, but if you are sitting next floor to each other and have no idea what customer you are onboarding and what suspicious activity he is making. So at the end of the day, safety resolves all of these problems. First of all, we have one interface and like a hub to different providers. So this way, the compliance officer doesn't need various interfaces. He uses one and one subscription and get an access to any kind of compliance utility that he needs. Any data, any on. And by the way, this our system matches all this information and provide you matching engine, which will help you to use one interface to manage all the compliance data. By statistics, if the compliance officer receives, like, we will not speak about severe or high risk, we are speaking about suspicious transaction.
Okay.
He usually spends more than 15 minutes to make small investigation across this transaction. First of all, he needs to match the wallet and the transaction with the customer, with the KYC. How they do it? Usually with the Excel table.
Yeah.
Excel. Man, Excel. We are aware 75,000 companies here representing like technologists and the compliance officers who is dealing with with our financials. They use Excel to match the data, right?
Yeah.
It's bullshit. So first of all, we resolve this problem. We give one interface for you that will match all the information in one. It's like analog of the Swift, but adopted to blockchain technologies. And second of all, we are trying to engage with the different entities like regulated authorities, central banks, and so on and so on, to represent them software solution where it will help them to regulate the market properly with the usage of the software adopted to technology.
Okay.
So it is a traditional finance way where the central bank is acting like a regulator,
Yeah.
and they have financial monitoring solutions. It's in all over the world. You are not asking when you're opening yourself a bank account which type of KYC provider or
Of course.
how they will make your CDD, because it's like
already,
default, yeah?
It's already there, yeah.
This is what we think needs to be done in how it is a proper regulation need to work. And actually this approach works with the central bank because they understand it. They really understand that this is how it needs to be done, but where is the technologies? So we are the one who is providing these sorts of technologies.
Understood.
Like a software solutions where you have one hub and all the matching data and all the necessary information you can match in one engine. With all the providers included, like big players, like Sum and Substance, like Jumio, like Crystal. Now we are working with various types of providers, trying to work with the chain analysis now and so on and so on. So you will have one hub, and in one hub everything included.
Brilliant. In a nutshell.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe for somebody who will listen to us, it will be a little boring, but I suppose it's kind of.
I mean,
if you will analyze this information, it's a really cool one.
With the background that you have and the other startups that you have in the from the background, and also having an entity before in the European Union as well. Like obviously you have a lot of back history, a lot of knowledge, and I'm sure that this will go far. I really appreciate your time and thank you for talking with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.